Two by 1 minute rounds. Round one. Second and final round. That's the end of the fight. Big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, as this was a demonstration bout, this bout has been declared a no contest draw. Nick Taxidis and Issa Akari. Two by 1 minute rounds, kickboxing. Seconds out, round one. End of round one.
Go by half.
Second and final round.
Tell you what, I like to look at both these boys. They've got quite a lot of talent and both a bit of a pep behind their punches. And little 10-year-old though, he's taken up to his older brother, isn't he? A jet punch. Nice high left head kick there. Yeah, it's pretty light on at the moment. I'm sure it's going to fill up as all the Ultimate Promotions shows do. I bet you these boys can't wait to take a photo with the AWA girls after the fight. Oh, they are amazing, aren't they?
That's in the fight between the both fighters. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a demonstration bout. This bout has been declared a no contest draw. Big round of applause into Jet and Noah Hamilton. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Total Impact, live from the Westend Market Hotel, proudly brought to you by John Cheetah, Team Ultimate Promotions. My name is Perry Cales, honour and pleasure being your master of ceremonies for this evening. Tonight, folks, we have 16 fantastic fights for you on the Total Impact card, culminating in kickboxing and Muay Thai. Before we do, a big thank you there to all of our sponsors for making tonight's event absolutely possible. Big thank you there to Intrax, GL Lee Real Estate, Dave the Fisherman, Boating and Fishing Charters, Premier Insurance Advisors, ACG Corporate and Event Security, Athletes with Attitude, the AWA, proudly supplying our ring girls tonight, Metro Printing, Quest Environments, Construct, Deer Park Wreckers, Just Hydroponics and MMA Coliseum, Superior Roofing, big thank you there to Andrew, Plaster Warehouse, Watersun Homes, DeMarco Lawyers, Gun Capital, and also as well, Kevin Dennis, HSV. Tonight, folks, in the 16 fights, we have 3 IKBF title fights for you on the line, including 2 Australian and 1 South Pacific title. Raji Abbas versus Ben Meadows for the Australian title. And Chris Bradford versus Daniel NGG for the Australian Muay Thai Full Thai Rules title. And in the main event, the Ottoman Lion Hakan Tekin versus Amir Ranja for the South Pacific title. All right, ladies and gentlemen, playtime is over. Our opening contest of the evening. Introducing first from the blue corner, Phil Larkin. And his opponent, please welcome Rodney Basin. Opening contest, ladies and gentlemen, 3 by 1.5 minute rounds demonstration bout, proudly brought to you by Deer Park Wreckers. When he actually begins, our referee in charge is Mr. Matt Tyne. Now, ladies and gentlemen, from the blue corner, a big thank you there to Phil Larkin for taking this fight on a couple of days' notice as Rodney Basin's opponent has pulled out. So a big thank you there to Phil Larkin. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Phil Larkin.
The official opening bout of the night, Total Impact.
Total Impact going to be huge here at the Westend Market Hotel. A couple of Team Ultimate boys facing off, demonstration bout.
Yeah, Rodney Basin's opponent pulled out with a very late notice, and Phil Larkin's been nice to step in and provide a... This bloke's dropped a lot of kilos for this fight, Rodney Basin. He's dropped a lot of weight, and it's good to see he's actually going to have a fight tonight.
Yep, so Rodney Basin getting in there for the first time. Father of 3 beautiful kids, he tells us. Young Mia Haley, 10 years of age, Nathan, 8, and young Joshua, 1 year of age. Trained by Joey Demicoli, Team Ultimate. Out at Airport West, and he's taking on Phil Larkin from Team Ultimate. Hoppers crossing.
Here we go, round one.
Bit of inter-club sparring, mate, in Central. And you've got to love it. Big thank you to Deer Park
He comes
Wreckers
out
getting behind this one.
He comes out with a Superman punch. Rodney wants to fight. He goes, I've dropped about 10 kilos to this fight. I want to punch on.
Good on him. 34 years of age, 34 young years of age, mate. I wish I was 34 again.
This is his first fight. I know he's really keen. I know Rodney quite well through Joey DeMcCauley's gym, and he wants to get in there and show his children he can still do it at his age and get in the ring and
good on him.
Get a few fights under his belt.
Proud father. Phil Larkin, we've seen on a couple of the Ultimate shows previously as well. I'll tell you, some good combinations there from Rodney as well.
He's enjoying the hard sparring at the Team Ultimate Airport West with Harkin and Maddie and the boys out there, giving him some good sparring, and he's really enjoying himself at the Team Ultimate gym.
Good combinations there from Phil Larkin, Phil in the blue trunks.
This is a bit more exciting than a demonstration bout, I tell you.
Mate, sometimes you see the demonstration bouts get a little bit willing, but mate, this is great to see. And look, both these boys from Team Ultimate, mate, so they've probably had their inter-club sparring days. So
Matty's trying to let it go. He's a good bloke.
Right.
Oh, Matty, come on.
Again, big thank you to Deer Park Wreckers. Always great to see the sponsors getting behind the shows. You know, these shows don't go ahead without the sponsors, mate. So
big thank you to all of our fantastic sponsors. Deer Park Motor Wreckers is a great sponsor of Team Ultimate.
If I ever wreck my car, mate, I hope it ends up being at Deer Park Wreckers.
Oh, it's the only
In a
place
round
to take
one, Bradley will give idea. Round two.
Round two, Rodney Basin fighting out of the red corner and Phil Larkin out of the blue corner. Big
Deer
height and reach advantage to Phil Larkin.
It is, but I tell you what, he's come out with a couple of nice little flurry of punches, and Rodney's fought back. Big thanks to Deer Park Motor Wreckers for sponsoring this opening bout of Total Impact here at the Westend Market Hotel.
So very impressed with, mate, as you said, you know, Rodney Basin just getting in there, making his debut. It's a demonstration bout, but mate, he can hold his head high. He's got some good technique behind him, and mate, Phil's taken it to him.
He likes his switch up right. Says that Rodney. Oh,
good left as he came in there from Rodney Basin. Like the combinations with Phil Larkin.
It's one of the big advantages of being a part of a big gym like Team Ultimate, where if you actually need someone to spar or help out in the night of the show, you've got a good 5 gyms to choose from to pull one of your fighters from.
Yeah, look, and you see more and more of that nowadays. You know, obviously there's the official interclub sparring days that, you know, that Hamad puts on and the likes. But as you said, you know, a lot of gyms now are just cross training as well, which is always good to see. But yeah, mate, Team Ultimate. What are they? Epping, Airport West, Hoppers Crossing, Sunshine, Bacchus Marsh, the Bendigo.
Where aren't they?
In round two, Bradley will
That's
give
probably
idea
more the
Park
point, mate.
Wreckers.
Team Ultimate.
Fighters touch gloves. Third and final round.
Third and final round. Rodney Basin fighting out of the red corner. Phil Larkin out of the blue corner.
It's been an entertaining demonstration about to open up the night, the official proceedings here. Oh, big punches there by Rodney and Phil.
And Matty Dine just separating the boys. Here we go.
Let it go, Matty.
Demonstration bout. There's some really like the way Phil Larkin just rolls his hip into those kicks as well. Oh, and switch up left right to the midsection.
Right to the bread basket there of Rodney Basin. It's a smaller bread basket than it was a month ago, I must say.
Good on him. Just Phil Larkin just asserting his dominance here, saying, mate, I've been in the ring a couple of times. You're getting in tonight, Rodney, for your first one. He's not going to let you have it too easy.
I think he's definitely, obviously Phil can hold his head up high, and so can Rodney today. It's been a great debut here in his first demonstration bout, and it might hold him in good stead for future bouts in
Yeah, no, looking forward to seeing Rodney Basin get back in there. And as you said, mate, father of 3 just wants to get in there and show his kids what's going on. Young Mia Haley. Nathan and Joshua, a big thank you to Deer Park Wreckers. Great first.
Well done to both fighters. Great opening demonstration bout. A Total Impact here at the Westend Market Hotel.
Ladies and gentlemen, as this was a demonstration bout, this bout has been declared a no contest draw.
Yeah, well done to both boys, Rodney Basin and Phil Larkin. And full credit to Rodney getting in there and Phil stepping in the last minute.
105 kilograms, Dylan De Couto.
It's spelled different again.
How many ways can you spell it?
Apparently 4. The real way and 3 other ways.
3 by 2 minute rounds, ladies and gentlemen, proudly brought to you by Just Hydro under VACSA modified kickboxing rules. 62 kilogram weight division. Matt Tyne in charge as referee.
Alright, listen to me all times. I say break, you stop, you move backwards, right? Gloves up, check yourselves all times. Good luck.
Here we go, Johnny Democoli, bout
round
2. 15-year-old Dylan Sandell fighting out of the blue corner of the blue trunks, taking on Dylan De Couto,
The
fighting
demolition.
out of the red corner. So the two Dylans. Dylan in the red, trained by Johnny Sheeter, and Dylan in the blue, trained by Andrew Steen from Geelong Everlasting.
Dylan in the blue just gave Dylan a bit of a smack in the, actually in the blue shorts. He's still got him lefts and rights in there.
So this one's a Vaxa trial, thus the headgear, the juniors. The taller Dylan in the blue trunks, 15 years of age, said trained by Andrew Steen, Everlasting Muay Thai, and Dylan De Couto, trained by Johnny Sheeter at Team Ultimate in St Albans. Both boys making their debut here tonight. Big thank you to Just Hydroponics. This one's modified kickboxing, so K1 style rules.
Nice step up knee there by Dylan the blue. I can't go wrong then, can I?
Dylan. Superman punch there from Dylan De Couto. Equal looping overhand right from De Couto. Oh, good body
Nice
shot there from...
sneaky left body shot there by Dylan Sandell. I always call him Sandell and De Couto. Oh, a nice
big overhand right there
by
from
De Couto.
the Demolition Man.
Jump knee by De Couto.
Good work there. You can see Dylan in the blue. Dylan Sandell had his guard up because I think he was expecting a spinning back fist there from De Couto. Likes those Superman punches. Good right there from Sandell.
In round
Good
one,
first round there from both
Very
boys.
exciting opening up by both debutants here in centering.
Check them out on Facebook, MMA Coliseum, just around the corner in the western suburbs.
Round number 2, Bushy.
Just Hydroponics, 3 2-minute rounds. Dylan De Couto fighting in the red
Round
corner.
two.
Dylan
De
Sandell
Couto
out of
comes
the
stamping
blue
out. He gets tagged, nice over left, with over right head kick, but he comes bustling back lefts and rights of his own.
So we're really impressed with both of these boys. And young Dylan Sandell, 15 years of age, showing a lot of composure there in centering as well.
Nice.
Nice looping left there from De Couto.
He's dancing and centering. You know, it's actually quite impressive in both these boys with the K1 rules, actually knowing the rules really well, stepping up, doing one knee, not grappling.
Yep.
It's they're just doing everything, and Matt Tyne being left with very little to do as the referee in centering.
Yeah, under the modified kickboxing and K1 style rules, it allowed to lock on with one hand, knee, but then they've got to release again, not like modified Thai where you can just knock on and drive the knees in as often as you can get them in. That's Superman punches us.
Tonight's fight rules proudly brought to you by John Bushy Fergus.
I tell you what, Dylan De Couto, mate, that Superman punch, he's obviously been drilling that well on the pads with Johnny Sheeter and Carl Jenkins down there at Team Ultimate in Sunshine. St Albans.
Oh, he gets off the ropes and he gets caught with some nice body kicks there as De Couto from Sandell. And he, on the attack, step up knee. Both boys moving very well for their first fights. It's fantastic.
And look, and good work from Dylan Sandell, and also just didn't get too overawed, just sort of step back as well. But Dylan De Couto just holding his own there, or a bit switch up left inside, and yeah, mate, that one was from our commentary position was just a little bit south of the border.
It was.
10 seconds.
Made some Mexicans cry, it did.
Mate, brings tears to my eyes every time you see or hear that thud.
In round 2,
Good work from both boys.
Just Hydroponics.
Johnny Democoli, third and final round, proudly brought to you by Just Hydroponics.
Third and final round.
Long-term sponsors of John
The only
Sheeter.
place to go in the western suburbs for hydroponics is Just Hydroponics.
The only legal place to go, Just
It's
Hydroponics.
the best place to go. My tomato plants have never looked better in the backyard.
Big hands there from both boys, but Dylan De Couto's come out all guns blazing this third round. Good work though from Dylan Sandell, just getting out of the range.
A lot of spice behind the punches from both boys this final round. Both want to start their career off on a positive note with a win next to their name.
Yeah, mate, I'll tell you what, Johnny Sheeter and Andrew Steen would be very proud of both of their boys there in centering.
The boys at Everlasting, the boys at Ultimate, very proud of their two young steeds in centering.
Yeah, both BJC boys from a long, long time ago. Good high guard on him, Dylan Sandell. Impressed with a six-pack too on young Dylan Sandell.
Final 30 seconds.
I think both young boys see a lot more of them in our centering in the future at Team Ultimate shows and other shows around Melbourne. Both promising young boys.
Yeah, both weighing in around the 60-kilo range. Tell you what, a big height and reach advantage too to Dylan Sandell.
But impressed with Sandell's technique. A bit more tighter in the technique. Dakota liking the bigger punches and the more flashy punches, but both boys very impressive.
Yeah, no, he's spot on there. And again, there's an attempted Superman punch from Dakota.
He could take off soon.
Mate, action-packed out there. This one will go to the judge's decision. Big thanks to Just Hydroponics. I'll tell you one thing, mate, Dylan's going to win.
Coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard. It is a split decision. Chris Anderson had a 30-27 blue corner. Chris Anderson Jr. had a 29-28 red corner, and Jeff Eddy had a 30-27. Your winner, blue corner, Dylan Sandell.
There you go, mate. Big win to Dylan Sandell. Very impressive, but full credit to Dylan Dakuto from Team Ultimate as well.
Very promising young boys. Up and comers in the K1 rules.
Big thank you to Just Hydroponics as well.
Bout number 3, ladies and gentlemen, proudly brought to you by BMA Developments, the big battle of the heavyweights. Introducing first from the blue corner, Sam Cassidy. And his opponent weighing in at a trim to terrific 108.17 kilogram, Hamad Allouch.
Hey? Yeah.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 3-way 2-minute rounds, kickboxing. Proudly brought to you by BMA Developments. When the action begins, our referee in charge is Mr. Chris Anderson.
Bushy bout number 3 here on the card.
Hamad Allouch, the big man, Hamad Allouch, trained by Jamal Hassan and Ezra Kari out of OTC, taking on Sam Cassidy from Fusion Martial Arts. Proudly brought to you by BMI Developments, mate. The big boys.
Do you know what's fun to watch? I love watching the first round of a heavyweight fight with boys under 3 fights because you don't know what's going to happen this first round.
Mate, and we saw Hamad fight on Rumble in the Jungle 23 out at Werribee Racecourse the other week. Devastating power from the big boy. But I tell you what, Sam Cassidy, mate, he's a big boy, trained out of Fusion Martial Arts as well. This one's
I love the first round. Second round, normally not so much.
3 2-minute rounds, kickboxing rules. And Hamad Allouch, trained by, as we said, Ezra Kari and
Just
Jamal
ready for that
Hassan
big right hand to be thrown out there, wouldn't he?
OTC, the Olympic Taekwondo.
And a big thanks to BMI Developments. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Switch up left, Hamad Allouch. Flush on the jaw, and we've got half of the Westend Market Hotel in the ring.
Boys, it's probably best you leave, but wowee. The doc's got his hands full here in centering. It's probably best these boys.
Switch up left from Hamad Allouch. Sam Cassidy. Flush on the jaw.
They are celebrating like he's won the world title here in centering.
All right, the guys here from BMI Developments. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Anderson puts a stop to this contest. 25 seconds into the first round. Your winner, fine knockout, Hamad Allouch.
Johnny DeMacaulay, one of the most sickening head kick KOs we've seen in a long
I haven't
time
seen
here
one
in Melbourne.
that big since Slawinski floored Andre Munoz in Adelaide.
Hamad Allouch,
That was
25
big.
seconds into it. Big thanks to BMI Developments. Hamad Allouch on a roll. Big thanks to Sam Cassidy. Get well, young fella.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, bout number 4, Total Impact live from the Westend Market. Market Hotel. Our next contest proudly brought to you by GLE Real Estate. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing at 69.6 kilograms, Kyle Schvetko. Weighing at 70 kilograms, Ben Gorel. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 by 2 minute rounds, modified Muay Thai, proudly brought to you by GLE Real Estate. Referee in charge, Chris Anderson.
Okay, remember what you said, don't grab the leg, okay? Take yourself, roll down, this leg rolls down. Nurse and clean, wait for the bell. Good luck, boys, wait for the bell.
Here we go, bout 4 of the night, proudly brought to you by GLE Real Estate. Kyle Schvetko, trained by Andrew Steen out of Geelong Everlasting Muay Thai with the black trunks.
Taking on Ben Gorel out of the big gym out of Geelong, top tier Muay Thai.
A couple of Geelong boys fighting, mate. These boys, both boys around 70 kilos. They are short and power packed, both these boys. 3 2-minute rounds, modified Thai rules.
They have that Moxon / Zambides look about them, haven't they?
Short and stocky. So Kyle Schvetko with the black trunks. And Benny Gorel with the purple Thai trunks on. These are 2 of Geelong's biggest gyms. The boys at top tier, mate. They are on almost every show. And Andrew Steen is bringing through some absolute cracking fighters as well.
Geelong's just a breeding ground for great fighters, isn't it?
And there's some good fighters coming out of there, both boys.
So you have 2 choices sometimes, AFL or Muay Thai or kickboxing. Nothing else.
Mate, both these boys making their debut, and I am super impressed with what I see already. Good composure from both fighters.
Or market gardeners.
Good work there from Ben Gorel.
The composure is great on both boys, amazing.
As I said, mate, both boys making their debut here tonight. Oh, good overhand right there from Kyle Schvetko.
The mechanic, of course, Kyle Schvetko has his day job as a mechanic, and
taking on the Boilermaker.
Ben the Boilermaker. That could be both their fight names. Kyle the Mechanic Schvetko, Ben the Boilermaker Gorel.
Tell you what, the Boilermaker, a couple of those kicks, mate, you might end up with a big boil on the side of it.
Oh, it's just then Schvetko just got in with a nice left push kick to the head.
Referee Chris Anderson not having a lot to do at the moment.
What over there, mate? Over there.
Just a little bit right and a little bit south of the border.
It's just a flow-on effect from the lovely Rumble in the Jungle night.
Yeah, we had quite a few that night, didn't we?
There was about, I reckon it was easily 9 of the fights had kicks south of the border.
Right.
So, accidental low kick there, but tell you what, said, mate, really impressed with both boys. The composure, big first round from both boys, but really impressed with their composure there in centre ring.
We head into round 2. Bushy Ben Gorel out of top tier taking on Kyle Schvetko out of Geelong Everlasting. GLE Real Estate, our fantastic sponsors. What an exciting first round it was.
And as we said, super impressed with the composure of both of these boys. They're power packed. You wouldn't think that both of these boys are making their debut here tonight. They're just really composed. Good technique from both boys.
And as I was saying earlier, a lot of this comes now with the gyms doing inter-club sparring, demo bouts. It just gets the boys ready for their first actual bout on their card.
Good kick there from Benny Gorel. But also, too, as you said, mate, just the experience in the gyms. Nice high kick there from Ben Gorel. But just the experience in the gyms, mate, as you said, just moving around with some experienced fighters.
It makes a lot of difference.
He's got some really good kicks on him as Ben Gorel. Really high guard too, Ben Gorel, just sort of looking through his guard. Kyle Schvetko's guard just down just that little bit. Oh, that said, Kyle Schvetko's just wrapped one round the ear of Ben Gorel, but Ben just stood there and shook it off.
He's given him a high five in the head with his leg.
Oh, nice driving knee from Benny Gorel.
He felt that. It's Schvetko. He winced a bit.
Now, these boys have got a future ahead of them. Andrew Steen and Chris Bradford being absolutely wrapped with the performance of their respective boys in here. Mate, they're using their angles. They're not wasting any shots.
I think it's everything you want from two boys in their first fight and doing everything they're expected of and more.
That round kick of Ben Gorel, just the way he loads up that right round kick.
Both.
In round two.
Made a seesawing second round there. That switch up high kick there
They both caught one.
Kyle Svirko, but Ben Gorel just relentless with his leg kicks.
Versus George Youseff.
There we go, third and final round, proudly brought to you by GLE Real Estate.
Third and final round.
Keep down to see the boys at GLE Real Estate. They're in Sunshine, good long-term supporters of Johnny Sheeter and Team Ultimate. Now this one, I got this one fairly even at the moment. Both
I was
boys
going
have
to say,
shown
just
some
right
really good
there,
technique.
it'd be very close in the cards, I'd imagine. But
Judges for this one, Ignatius Missaletti, Jeff Eddy and Matty Tyne.
You're right. Okay, you're right, bro. You're right. Okay. You're right. Fight.
both boys starting to gas, as you would imagine, after in their first fight. But still, big kicks being thrown there by Gorel. Nice round kicks by Gorel.
I think those leg kicks are what are making the difference here with Ben Gorel.
Oh, he gets him with a left and a right, gets through into left hand, a looping left and a right again. To Barra, just connected him.
Tell you what, mate, a good old-fashioned slugfest over there in the neutral corner.
How strong are these boys? Furco copped 4 or 5 straight hooks in the head and he didn't actually take a step back.
Mate, both of these boys, I tell you what, full credit to them. We've said it before and we'll say it again, making their debut, but these kids have got a huge future ahead of them.
It's like a normal night in Geelong Town, it's copping punches in the head when you go to a bar.
Mate, Benny Gorel, 19 years of age, Kyle, 23 years of age.
I'm very, very impressed. Both boys have huge futures here in K1 or wherever their career takes them.
Nice left there from Kyle Svirko.
Final 30 seconds!
I think the boys are going to explode now, mate. 30 seconds to go. They've got to really bring it home and impress the judges.
This could be the fight here. Furco coming through.
Oh,
Two
good
nice
right there
hands.
from Svirko. Is that leg
Gorel.
kick again? I tell you what,
The sneaky
Kyle
right.
Svirko, his lead thigh is going to be well and truly peppered up when he gets home on the drive down in Geelong, mate.
Both boys getting through with sneaky punches. That's the end of the fight.
Sensational, mate. This one will go to the judges.
GLE Real Estate got their money's worth for this guy.
Mate, absolutely sensational. Full credit to Kyle Svirko and Ben Gorel.
All right, we've got the guys here from GLE Real Estate. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard. It is a unanimous decision. Your winner, red corner, Ben Gorel.
A big win there for Ben Gorel for the team at Top Tier Muay Thai. Bad luck there to Kyle Svirko. Both boys very impressive. Can't wait to see them fight again in centering and future promotions. And a big thank you to the great people at GLE Real Estate.
Battle 5, ladies and gentlemen, proudly welcome by Lions Den Boxing Gym. Big thank you there to Eagle. Introducing first on the blue corner, weighing in at 63 kilograms, George Youseff. Weighing in at 62.9 kilograms, Tran. By 2 rounds, ladies and gentlemen, kickboxing, 63 kilogram weight division, proudly brought to you by Lions Den Boxing Gymnasium. Thank you there to Igor. Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Mr. Chris Anderson.
Remember what we said, kickboxing, don't grab the leg, hit yourself roll time. This ain't roll time. Good luck. Wait for the bell, yeah?
Here we go, Johnny DeMacaulay, bout 5. Proudly brought to you by Lions Den Boxing Gym. Big thanks to Eagle getting behind this one.
Boxing Gym. Nice to see the mix in town.
Young Dinh Tran, he's had a perfect way to start his record. He's got one fight, one win, one by KO, taking on from the Sting Gym.
George Youseff, trained by Ryan and Michael Vukovic down at Sting Gym there in Dandenong. So it's 3 2-minute rounds. Kickboxing rules.
Dinh is an explosive fighter, but it looks like George is also of the same ilk.
And, both boys just opening up like hurricanes. Just big hands from both boys. Dinh Tran, trained by Johnny Sheeter out of Team Ultimate over there in St Albans.
Dinh's last fight was on a Vukovic show at a Chelsea Heights hotel. Great shows the boys put down there at Chelsea Heights, the team at Sting Gym.
And Chelsea Heights goes off down there with the Fight Force Promotions. Michael Vukovic been around for a long, long time.
Wow, both boys is trading leather. Dinh getting through with a couple of sneaky ones, and George not doing too bad himself.
Tell you what, they
look at this. Just
right above us in the commentary position, mate.
Just got a better view.
Trading punches.
They are just getting through, and not one of them taking a step back. I love these fights at the Westend Market Hotel, Bushy.
Tell you, man, I am impressed with the guard of George Youseff. Dinh Tran's thrown that many shots. George Youseff has just kept his guard up and just kept coming.
Oh, that was actually Dinh runs towards him, and they just keep going at it. This is an old-fashioned slobber knocker.
Mate, and the crowd's just oohing and ahhing as these boys are just...
You can hear the exchanges landing on the chin of each fighter.
And both of these boys are going to have leather imprints on their chins.
Don't hold your punch.
Tell you what, mate, Igor from the Lions Den Boxing Gym, mate, he's got his money's worth already for this one. Good left there from George Youseff as well.
I think actually there was a head clash there. I think George hit him with a head clash.
Interesting to see how the cardio goes, mate. We've got 15 seconds to go in this first round. Both boys going to get back into the corners, take big, deep breaths.
It'll be the longest 1 minute. Didn't look over at the referee. Not sure what he was motioning to Chris Anderson. That's the end of round 1. What a first round. Bushy, that was very entertaining.
Mate, I would not have been able to keep up counting the punches thrown by both boys. Well done to Dinh Tran and George Youseff.
Round 2 about to begin, Bushy. What a huge first round between George Youseff and Dinh Tran.
The question's going to be, have these boys got the cardio to keep going at that pace? And 2, who's going to knock who out?
And Dinh starts again. Lefts and rights thrown by both boys. Oh, a big left hook connected there by George Youseff on the chin of Dinh Tran. But Dinh goes forward again.
So, mate, a testament to both of these fighters, just their hands, but also the guard. Like Dinh Tran's thrown that many punches, it's not funny, but George Youseff just walks forward with his guard up. And there's a kick, mate. That's right, it was a kickboxing bout, this one.
Hang on, I forgot where I was there for a second.
A big thank you, Lions Den Boxing Gym Eagle.
Oh, he catches him again with a left hook, does George Youseff. And a nice right uppercut. Evades that right hook there, does Dinh Tran. He slouches under again, nice move and steps away.
Yeah, good evasive skills there from Dinh Tran. George Youseff turning it up in his second round, mate. He's worn the best that Dinh Tran's thrown at him and hasn't phased him.
It's always, I suppose, and as a kickboxer, a fighter, when you're throwing your best and the other guy doesn't take a step back, it's got to be a bit overwhelming for a fighter. I mean, what happens to him?
Good work from George Youseff right above us in the commentary position. Good hands, and he keeps throwing those sneaky little inside kicks as well.
This round so far definitely belonging to George Youseff.
Good right hand there from George Youseff. Dinh Tran just throwing his own back.
I'm looking over at the boys at Lions Den Boxing Gym. They're loving this fight. The sponsors of this fight here, Lions Den Boxing Gym, as they're eating their Parmigiana.
Looking forward to the Palmers coming around tonight. But tell you what,
George is catching him a couple, but Dinh's just not taking a step back. I can't believe it.
Chris Anderson just sitting back enjoying it in centre ring. Mate, he hasn't had a lot to do in this round.
Oh, and nice one to the breadbasket of Dinh Tran.
Tell you what, mate, George Youseff now. Big first round there to Dinh Tran. Second round to George Youseff, mate. Who's going to bring it home in the last round?
The third round. I cannot wait.
Coming up next, Jacob Tipping versus Adam Esposito.
Johnny DeMacaulay, the third and final round, proudly brought to you by the Lions Den Boxing Gym. Big thanks to Eagle. Mate, I got this one even. absolute slugfest, and big Georgie Youseff opens up with some good hands.
But look at Dinh coming back with left and right, so he's only catching him with right hand. I thought after the first time I actually saw Dinh take a wobble, but he's straight back onto it. He's like a dog on a bone.
But George Youseff is just covering up and just waiting, and then he's picking his shots.
After the last fight, I didn't think it'd get much more exciting for two young fighters, but Jesus, what a great fight it's been. What a great night it's been.
Tran's throwing more, but I reckon George Yousseff's been a little bit more effective with his hands.
And he's also used some leg kicks also. I think he's the only one to use leg kick in this fight.
So judges for this one, Ignatius Missilides, Chris Anderson Jr. and Matty Tyne.
They have got their hands full, and I can guarantee this is those kind of fights that there'll always be half the crowd unhappy with the decision, another half happy with the decision.
Now, both boys are winners in centering at the moment. Just absolute slugfest. Good left there from George Youseff. And he's thrown that quite a few times because Tran comes in, throws his hands, then drops his hands.
Yep.
And George Youseff just comes over the top. So good, smart work. And again, that uppercut.
Don't hold and punch. Okay? Don't hold and punch.
Referee Chris Anderson just warning him for holding on with the back of the head.
First thing Chris has had to do in this fight. So a great job by our referee in centering.
So at the moment, I think George Youseff wants just that little bit more at the moment in centering.
Didn't come to push, he can right of his own. Here he comes, almost both swinging in the final 30 seconds as Perry Cales has let us all know.
Oh, Johnny Sheeter over in the corner, mate. He's busting a puffer valve over there in the corner, mate. He's going off, mate.
And so is Brendan Stanley's foo-foo valve's gone.
He's calling it to Tran just to come forward, mate. The crowd's going to love this one when the bell goes.
Great fight. Both boys very proud. The boys at our Lions Den Boxing Gym, Igor. What a great fight to sponsor.
Let's have mate, Ryan and Michael from Sting Jing. They'll be absolutely wrapped with their young charge as well. 21-year-old Georgie Youseff, mate. This one will go to the judges. What a sensational bout from both boys.
Well done to both
I'm
fighters.
staying on the fence, mate. If anything, I'm going to lean a little bit towards the blue corner.
Fighters to centering, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard. It is a majority draw.
Well, there you go, a majority draw, mate. I'm not unhappy with that decision. It was a sensational fight. Tran, George Youseff. Rematch, mate, on the next show that's coming up. Both these boys deserve it.
That was a fantastic fight. I didn't think the other one could be beaten tonight, but this was a fantastic fight. One on to both boys. We look forward to the rematch.
Tran, George Youseff, hold your head high, young fellas. You did a sensational job there in centering. Big thanks to the Lion Den's Boxing Gym.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, bout number 6 of the evening. Modified Muay Thai, 3 by 2-minute rounds. Proudly brought to you by Superior Roofing. Introducing first weigh in at 74.2 kg. Weighing at 74.9 kilograms. Please welcome Adam Esposito. Gould and Allouch. VIPs Andrew Tung and Dr. Peter Hurton in attendance.
Nice spinning back fist. And
Position of ringside, Dr. Peter Lewis and timekeeper Joanne Falzon.
What I mean is, if you drop right, you get knocked down. Eric?
Matty,
If you drop right, you're going to get knocked the fuck out of it.
Matty.
If you drop right, it's like DJ King and knocked out.
Here we go, Johnny DeMacaulay, bout 6, proudly brought to you by Superior Roofing. The first of our interstate battles, fighting under the blue corner, Jacob Tipping, trained by Liam Priest, and Aaron Chi Machine Cheney taking on Adam Esposito, trained by Dennis Kelly, and Phil the Vaginator Lie out of Team Nemesis, and a big dump there from Adam Esposito.
Then one of the boys drinking backstage, everyone's come out like absolute demons.
Red Bull.
So, Red Bull gives you wings. The Red Bulls, they're drinking it, just making them fight like absolute demons in centering.
So Adam Esposito with the blue trunks.
Again, right back, boys. Right back.
And Jacob Tipping, he's a fitter and turner from the Liam Priest Street Alert Gym up there in Wagga Wagga. Got the Chain Machine in his corner, as we said. This one's 3 2-minute rounds, modified Thai rules. course, Team Nemesis, one of the premier MMA and Muay Thai gyms here in Melbourne. Dennis Kelly, Thomas Road Rage Rudeman, Phil Lai, all boys with plenty of ring experience. Kick there from Tipping. Good takedown there from Adam Esposito. Both boys had one fight, mate, and both boys looking for their first win here tonight.
One thing you can always guarantee coming to a Team Ultimate show is a night action-packed fights. Everyone wanting to have a win in these shows and giving it 110%.
Well matched in the matchmaking department by Joey Demicoli.
Smoking Joe.
He's not the other Demicoli brother, you're the other Demicoli brother.
I'm the other Demicoli, I'll take that. From a long line of Demicolis.
Switch up left from Esposito. Another good takedown there from Adam Esposito. It's about 3 times he's taken Jacob Tipping down. Got a big height and reach advantage, Jacob Tipping. I'd just like to see him using that to his advantage, but good action-packed first round there from both boys.
Big thank you to Superior Roofing for their sponsorship on this bout number 6 at Total Impact.
Round 2 proudly brought to you by Superior Roofing. Big thanks to Andrew down there at Superior Roofing.
Esposito taking on Tipping. Wagga Wagga taking on West Preston. I think the first round, the Adam Esposito had it in the clinches and the grapples and dumped Jacob Tipping quite a few times. But second round.
And tell you what, impressed with the knees though of Jacob Tipping. He really sort of loads up and throws everything into them. Kick there from Adam Esposito. Adam's only 17 years of age too.
The future of Victorian Muay Thai kickboxing is safe, I'd say.
Mate, the boys down at Nemesis MMA there in North, get onto their website, have a look at the team Nemesis.
Good boy, well done.
And while you're there, hit up on Google Superior Roofing.
Oh, of course, mate. Big thank you to their sponsors. But Dennis Kelly, the recently promoted at black belt, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Dennis Kelly, head of team Nemesis, and Phil Lai. Again, there's some good knees there from Jacob Tipping.
Jacob not quite using his height to his advantage, I'd say, so far in this fight.
Mate,
He's letting Adam get into his guard and
big Superman punch there
all
from
up
Tipping.
into his face.
Well, he's got that height and reach advantage there, so, you know, as Adam Esposito's coming at him, he's just got to throw that teep out as well. But he looks a lot more settled in this second round as Jacob Tipping.
I'm tipping if it goes to the scorecards, it's going to be a close fight.
Mate, you are a man of one-liners tonight.
It's just...
And Adam Esposito looking for that big uppercut all the time as well. Bit of a feint there.
Looking for a nice left and a right round. Nice combinations there thrown by Adam Esposito. Left hand, right round. The sting going out of the punches and kicks in this second round.
Mate, both boys have thrown everything into these first two rounds. Big thanks to Superior Roofing. 2 down, 1 to go.
Barca versus Tim Sordynami.
We're heading to the final round. Bushy, Adam Esposito, Jacob Tipping. It's been a close fight so far.
Mate, and again, been very impressed with both of these boys. Have had one fight each, showing some experience and good composure, mate, way beyond their ring experience. Adam Esposito loves getting in close with those hands and those big uppercuts.
Jacob starting off this round in a great fashion. This could be the round that decides the winner, I'd say. Oh, he's caught him.
Esposito,
nice.
switch
him.
up left. Here we go, we've got an 8 count.
8 count is applied.
6, 7, 8.
Mate, that's probably just swung at the way of Adam Esposito at the moment. Joel Tipping's got to bring it home in this second round. With some big hands there on Adam Esposito.
Jacob probably wants to do it as well. So.
You see Adam Esposito just looking to unload those hands, big uppercuts in close. This is where Jacob Tipping's got to use that teep just to keep him at range.
Tell you what, it's like a different fight in this third round.
No, there you go. Referee Chris Anderson waves it off. Well, there you go, mate. TKO win there to Adam Esposito. I want to put another 8 count on and just giving Jacob Tipping a count, but referee Chris Anderson's waved it off. Big win there to Adam Esposito.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Anderson puts a stop to this contest. 1 minute and 1 seconds into the third round. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by TKO, Adam Esposito.
A big win to Adam Esposito, but full credit to Joel tipping as well. But Adam just hands very strong in that third and final round.
Thank you then, our main event sponsor for this fight, Superior Roofing.
Superior Roofing, big thanks to Andrew.
Round number 7, ladies and gentlemen, Total Impact live from the Westend Market Hotel. Proudly brought to you by the AWA Athletes with Attitude. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first from the blue corner, weighing in at 63.5 kilograms, Tim Sordynami.
Don't leave me standing here with my wasted time. It's all been spent now, 'cause I swear that we had it all now. Don't leave me standing here with my
And his opponent, weighing in at 64.6 kilograms, Matt Barca.
That's what the board's telling me.
3 by 2 minute rounds, ladies and gentlemen. Modified Muay Thai rules where the action begins. Our referee in charge is Mr. Jeff Eddy. Proudly brought to you by the AWA Athletes with Attitude.
Fight number 7 is upon us, Bushy.
Proudly brought to you by AWA, the Athletes with Attitude, best supplements in the state without a doubt. This one's going to be big, mate. Both boys making their debut. Tim Sordynami fighting out of the blue corner. Tim, the home gym, trained by Dennis O'Day at Dynamite and Muay Thai and MMA in the city, taking on Matty Barca, trained by Jamie and Dan out at Colonel's Muay Thai. David Dowdsville out there at Lilydale.
And this man, Matt Barca, has his world in place, loves training and spending time with his wife. What more would you like? As he always cops one straight to the nuts to start off the fight with.
So it's 3 2-minute rounds, modified Thai rules. Referee for this one, Jeff Eddy. So Tim, the home gym, fighting in the blue corner, got the green and black trunks on. Dynamite emblazoned across the front, of course, with Dynamite, Muay Thai and MMA in Burke Street in the city.
Many might say Tim, the home gym, needs a home solarium as well in his gym, in his home as well.
Mate, he's doing the right thing, keeping out of the sun.
GTF, Gym Tan Fight.
And of course, Matty Barca, the plumber, all the way out at Lilydale there. Colonel's Muay Thai.
And a big thanks to all the managers out there who have these boys that, you know, obviously they work 9 to 5 jobs. They come out on the weekend, sometimes has their time off for training and could get crabby while cutting weight.
Yeah, no,
but unsung heroes, the management or the
management, yeah, employers, mate. You've got to respect them. Nice kick there from Tim Sordynami. Getting a bit messy in the grapple. Right hand there from Matty Barca, just on the break.
Oh, nice uppercut there by Timmy.
So Tim, the home gym's just honing in at the moment, Matty Barca. It's a good big thank you to the boys at AWA Athletes with Attitude.
Providing our great show with supplements and fantastic ring card deals.
Yeah, great supporters at a lot of the gyms as well with supplements. Keeping the fighters nice and healthy, mate.
I think they're located at Geelong and Albert Park.
I think you got that one right, mate. Both, and said they're well travelled and they turn up every show. Big first round there from Tim Sordynami. So round 2, proudly brought to you by AWA, the Athletes with Attitude.
Matty Barca out of the Colonel's Muay Thai, trained by the Colonel, David Dowdsville. Tim Sordynami, the home gym, Dennis O'Day, Dynamite Gym.
So this one's 3 2 rounds, modified Thai rules. Got to say too, big thank you to Paris from Paris Productions, the best DVD producer in the country, bar none.
Fight Sports, Channel 183 on Aurora, Fox, Tal. I never miss it.
Every Tuesday night, 10 p.m, and then replayed on Sundays.
Bringing the shows to the people.
Mate, all over the country is Paris from Paris Productions. And also, too, check him out, too, on fightmag.net. www.fightmag.net. Big hands there again from Tim Sordynami.
Little sneaky knees there by Tim.
Yeah, big driving knees. Referee Jeff Eddy just keeping a close eye on them.
Doing a great job is Jeff.
Yeah, Tim just controlling the grapple there. There's some big hands from Tim Sordynami here as well.
What do you say? What goes?
Good work there from Matty Barca just using that teep. I just like to see him using just that little bit more as well, just as Tim's coming forward.
Referee separates them again.
This one's 3 2-minute rounds. 30 seconds to go in this second round.
I think Tim's doing a little bit more in this fight so far. I'd say the points with Tim at the present time.
Yeah, and scoring well in the grapple too with some good knees.
Taking nothing away from Matt Barca. Both boys debutants here in centering this evening at Total Impact. This fight proudly brought to you by Glenn Gadalaro and the boys at AWA.
Gotta love athletes with attitude.
I love them and their ring card.
I just love the name, Athletes with Attitude, mate. What a great marketing name, but big second round there from both boys.
Proudly brought to you by the AWA Athletes with Attitude.
Here we go, third and final round. Johnny DeMacaulay, Tim Sordynami and Matty Barca.
David Dowd's on the corner there, shouting instructions
Third and final
at his
round.
fighter.
Jamie Shearer over
I'm
there.
sure
of
they
course.
were. Get the knockout in this round.
Yeah, he needs to bring it home. We've got Tim up on the cards at the moment.
On the unofficial commentator scorecard.
Yes, mate, I'd like to stay on the fence.
There was rumours we were going to be joined by the former cruiserweight champion this evening. I don't think it's going to come to fruition.
Mark the
The Hammer was going to be in the house.
Hammer is not in the house at the moment, mate. He's,
Hammer, it is not Hammer time here at centering.
Good hands there from Tim as well. Tim's just racking up the points here, mate, in this third and final round.
Matt gets his left hand through there, and now both going for the knee in the grapple.
Good work there from Tim, just shaking Matt off in the grapple and just a couple of good driving knees. Jeff Eddy just separating the boys. Judges for this one are Chris Anderson Sr., Chris Anderson Jr. and Matty Tyne.
And this fight, I reckon, barring a knockout, is going to go to the judges' scorecards once again.
They should do it at the moment. Tim Sordynami is just racking up the points. Matty Barca just fighting gamely, but Tim's just been relentless and some good strikes there and some good knees as well. Another good driving knee there right above us in the commentary position.
Final 30 seconds.
Here our MC there, Perry Carl. 30 seconds to go in this third and final round. Proudly brought to you by AWA, the Athletes with Attitude Supplement Store.
Oh, nice.
Couple of
Kick
switch up
straight
lefts
to
there.
sternum.
Yeah, good switch up left there from right on under the rib cage there from Tim Sordynami. Just caught Matty Barca.
4, 5, 6.
It's certainly sealed it for the blue corner.
I think it has sealed the deal.
Good switch up left, right under the rib cage there from Tim. There you go, mate, right on the bell. Big third round there from both boys. Big thanks to AWA, the Athletes with Attitude. Just want to go the way of the blue corner.
Big thank you to the AWA. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the scorecard. It is unanimous point decision. Your winner, blue corner, Tim Sordynami.
There you go, big unanimous points win there to Tim Sordynami. That 8 count really sealing it in the third round. Full credit to Matty Barca and a big thank you to AWA Athletes with Attitude.
Our next contest, ladies and gentlemen, proudly brought to you by Dave the Fisherman, Fishing and Boating Charters. Introducing first from the blue corner, weighing in at 58.6 kilograms, Jesse Ludeman. And his opponent weighing in at 57.6 kilograms, Cain, Brunton.
Everybody bounce, I mean the choose, we about to pounce. Have fun, ain't no one on my level. I turn left and I'm about to flip this pedal to the metal. I like all money, tall money, no small money. You gotcha. The techniques tease your chakra. Species release, freaks please the monster. Petite beast, feast, these bees will rock ya. Stand tough, bro, hush, bring out a buster. Rhymes that I crush ya, homie, don't be a sucker. When your love buzz, they take the name as a brother.
Bout number 8, ladies and gentlemen, 3 by 2 minute rounds, modified Muay Thai rules. Proudly brought to you once again by Dave the Fisherman, Fishing and Boating Tours. When the action begins, our referee in charge, once again, is Mr. Chris Anderson.
Grab the leg, do your stuff and let go. Don't walk around with it. All right, good luck. Let's go.
Oh, look at the size of yours.
Remember what we said? No elbows. Grab the leg, do your stuff and let go. Protect yourself all the time. Listen there all the time, right? Good luck. Wait for the bell, yeah?
Johnny Demicoli, bout 8 of the night, getting halfway through it. Young Cain Brunton, the younger brother of AJ Brunton, coming out of the top tier Muay Thai, trained by Chris Bradford, taking on Jesse Ludeman from Laos to his Young Bulls gym.
I've been lucky enough to watch Cain fight probably all of his fights. He has not had an easy fight, which you call an easy fight. He's had tough,
Mate, he's a young...
baptism by fire into this world of modified in Thai boxing.
Yeah, the Bruntons, mate, they are tough down there at top tier. Speaking of Laos Tui before this bout, he said young Jesse, very long and rangy, 58 kilos. He said watch his step up knees. Good work there from Cain Brunton. Insane Cain Brunton.
Insane in the brain.
And a big thank you to Dave the Fisherman.
He's a good bloke, Dave the Fisherman. Fishing charters out there on Port Phillip Bay.
Laos Tui looking after his young charger in the corner. Of course, Chris Bradford from top tier Muay Thai. This is our semi-main event later on, fighting for an Australian title. But mate, you're spot on about young insane Cain Brunton. He has not had an easy fight.
He's had a baptism by fire in the sport of kickboxing Muay Thai here in Melbourne. He's battled 2 losses and a draw, and this young boy can fight.
Good slapping around kick there. But I tell you what, young Jesse Ludeman just holding his own there in centre ring. There's that big step-up knee that Laos was talking about. Of course, Laos Tui, trainer of champions, mate, out of the Young Bulls gym out there in Dandenong.
One of the icons of Victorian Thai, Laos. He's friendly with everybody, top bloke.
Everybody loves Laos Tui. Good teep there from Jesse.
Cain just saying, bring it on. Nice leg
slapping
kick.
kicks there from insane Cain Brunton.
Nice. Drops him nicely there with a takedown there by Cain Brunton.
Laos Tui through our effects microphone is calling out to young Jesse. Good first round there from both boys, mate. Action-packed, good technique.
Very well. And big thank you to Dave the Fisherman for sponsoring here bout number 8 at Total Impact.
Proudly brought to you by Dave the Fisherman. Round 2.
Round 2, penalty brought to you by Dave the Fisherman. You want to get out on Port Phillip Bay, contact Dave the Fisherman.
Or Western Port. He'll go anywhere, Dave. If there is water, he will travel. Where there is fish, Dave will find it.
Well, he is the fisherman, Dave the Fisherman.
If there is an anchor, he will drop it.
Yeah, good combinations there from insane Cain Brunton.
Left, right round. Both boys going to take throwing at the knees.
You can see Jesse Ludeman just trying to separate a little bit in the grapple just to make a bit of range for those knees. Good work there from both boys.
Jesse catching Cain with
a bit of a low one there.
Okay, one thing that Cain will not want to do is give Jesse some space. I reckon this kid got some big kicks and some big step-up knees, and you don't want to give him any space. But he gets him lefts and rights there. There's Cain Brunton.
There's that big driving knee there from Jesse Ludeman. Love the little rat's tail too, hanging off the left-hand side of the head from insane Cain Brunton. Love a little rat's tail.
I'm also a big fan, I suppose. Really?
Benaya, Duma, Tasta, Cirrus, the boys with the Ratstail. David Diversa making a comeback, mate, into the fighting arts of the Ratstails.
You have studied this, haven't you, Johnny?
Mate, I am a wealth of knowledge when it comes to Ratstails.
You have the Hall of Fame, the Ratstail Hall of Fame. Costa Zoo.
Costa Zoo, there you go, mate, you're bringing it out.
Tong Po.
You've been watching too many DVDs.
Back to the fight. Jesse Ludeman catching him.
Oh,
Big
massive
knee
driving knee.
to the bread basket of Cain Brunton.
Mate, as you said, insane Cain Brunton has not had an easy fight.
How old is this kid? 18, all of 18 years of age.
Both
He's
boys
going to be one tough. He is one tough SOB and one kid that you want to see in the future.
And so, as I said, Laos too, we had big raps on young Jesse Ludeman. Big second round, big thanks to Dave the Fisherman.
Finest touch gloves.
The final round is upon us, Bushy. Great fight so
Third
far,
final
proudly
round.
brought to you by Dave the Fisherman.
Yeah, mate.
Cain Brunton out of top tier.
Third.
Jesse Ludeman, Laos to his Young Bulls gym. It's been a great fight so far.
Mate, as you said, third and final. Really impressed with both these boys. First time we've seen young Jesse Ludeman in centre ring, but both boys, big future. But, mate, those driving knees of Jesse, they're going to wreak havoc in this weight division.
What are you weighing at? 58 kilograms. A tall boy for 58, isn't he?
Now, Laos said he is long and rangy. I think it's his debut fight here tonight as well. And Laos said, he said, just watch out for him.
No, both boys very impressive. Both teams are very proud of their charges.
Judges for this one, Ignatius Missalidis, Chris Anderson Jr. and Matty Timeby, just to see how they see it. Cain's been busy and very effective with his takedowns. Oh, inside kick, mate, from where we were sitting. I think we both felt it, but...
I thought he was going again.
Young, insane Cain Brunton, mate, he didn't feel it, just kept coming forward.
I think Cain has been instructed to keep dumping his opponent. Get those points happening in these Muay Thai fights. Of course, they score points in the Muay Thai fight.
Another good takedown there, good catch and sweep there from Cain Brunton.
Pretty much
Final 30 seconds.
pretty much ensuring in his third rounds are all his. On my very, very, very unofficial scorecard,
Yeah,
I don't
mate.
want to call it. I'd say with displaying his third round by young Cain, I'd say this will be his first and maiden win.
He has. He's had a draw and 2 losses, which, mate, belies the...
Were you listening to anything I said earlier, Bushy?
Pardon?
I already mentioned that.
Say
Bushy.
what? Mate, big third rounder from both boys. Big thanks to Dave the Fisherman, Cain Brunton and
Jesse Ludeman.
Jesse Ludeman. Both boys can hold their heads high.
Present the winner's trophy. All right, we've got Dave the Fisherman here, boating and fishing tours. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we got the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges at a 29-28. Your winner, red corner, Cain.
There you go, his maiden win for Cain Brunton. Congratulations to that young man. Commiserations to Jesse Ludeman from the Young Bulls gym. Tonight, the fight goes the way of Cain Brunton, well deserved after 4 fights. Finally cracks through for his first win. A big thanks to Dave the Fisherman, Fishing Charters and Tours. Bout number 8, Total Impact.
Our next contest, ladies and gentlemen, proudly brought to you by Suburban Pest Control, modified kickboxing. Introducing first, from the blue corner, weighing in at 74.65 kilograms, Kurt Gould. Weighing in at 75.3 kilograms, Chase Hadley.
Here we are, bout number 9, Bushy. It's Chase Hellboy Haley out of the Hoppers Crossing Team Ultimate Gym, trained by Ash Appleby and James Rosler, taking on Kurt Gould out of the Central Coast Fight 108 Gym.
Trained by Tim Drury, the legendary Tim Drury.
Chase Haley, an impressive record, 4 fights, 4 wins. And he's taken on Kurt Gould with 6 fights for 2 wins, coming with a draw. But both his wins are coming via knockout.
Yeah, both boys very well put together. This one proudly brought to you by Suburban Pest Control.
Chase comes out firing. Jump knees.
Bit of everything there in the first couple of seconds.
I don't think that would be marked as a slip, surely.
This one's a K1 style rule, so he locked on with both hands. Not allowed to lock on with both hands. Welcome to Melbourne, Kurt Gould.
We got a live one here. Count is applied.
Didn't see what
a flurry punch. I think it was a left. From what I saw, left hook which caught him.
6, 7, 8.
So Kurt Gould just wants to. He's obviously seen what Chase Haley's all about now. Keep the
He's probably
guard
seeing
up.
it through weary eyes at the
Oh,
moment.
big right hand there from Chase. There you go.
All over.
Big.
Chase Haley.
Another big KO win there to the Hellboy Chase Haley. That was big, mate.
I think the boys at Team Ultimate Hoppers Crossing have a fighter on their hands.
Mate, it's 75 kilos, mate. Super
Well put
middleweight
together.
division. This kid's got a big future ahead of him. Full credit to Kurt Gould coming all the way down from the central.
And well done to Ash Appleby. He's been spending a lot of time with the fighters lately at Hoppers Crossing Gym, taking the helm there while James Rolls has been away for a bit. And good effort. And
Mate,
thank you to Suburban Pest Control.
the Hellboy Chase Haley. Watch out for this young boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jeff Eddy puts a stop to this contest. 47 seconds into the first round. Your winner by TKO, Chase Haley.
Big TKO win there to Chase Haley, the Hellboy, over Kurt Gould. Temporary 108 Gym up in the Central Coast there. But keep an eye out for the young boy that is Chase Haley. Big future ahead of him.
Next contest, bout number 10 of the evening, Total Impact. Modified Muay Thai rules proudly brought to you by Plaza Wholesalers. Introducing first from the blue corner, weighing in at 74.2 kilograms, Blake Foster.
Style of the dog, profile of hoes that we bought a while ago. Rookies haven't done enough laps around the track. You had one hot single, but then your album sounds whack. Son, you know me with your war stories. You ain't even do that shit, so that's just more stories. How you expect us to take you serious?
And his opponent weighing in at 74 kilograms on the nose, Ben Fischer.
Let yourself walk on this middle time. Okay, no spinning back fist for this one, boys. No elbows. Good luck, boys. Wait for the bell.
Here we go, about 10 of the night. Proudly brought to you by Plaster Warehouse, Plaster Wholesalers. Blake Foster, trained by Liam Priest out of Street Alert Muay Thai up there in Wagga Wagga. 1 fight for 1 win, taking on Ben Fischer, trained by the Jarhead, Jared Sableberg out of Invictus Muay Thai in Tullamarine.
Seconds out, round 1.
3 2-minute rounds. Southpaw.
I have a good
Ben
feeling
Fischer.
about this fight. I have a good feeling about it. I think it's going to be an exciting fight.
First Southpaw we've seen of the night, Ben Fischer with the black trunks. Trained by Jarhead out of Invictus Muay Thai in Tullamarine. Jarhead, get onto his website, siamfightstore.com.au.
Oh, a nice left hook there by Ben Fischer.
All of your Thai products online.
Again, he catches him with lefts and rights. Blake just wearing on the chin, literally.
Blake Foster, mate, is very composed in the centre ring. He's worn a few already.
He want to get his guard up, because I'll tell you what, Ben Fischer early on has caught him with some lefts and rights quite easily, and Blake Foster just warned him, but you can't wear him for too much longer, can you?
Oh, good overhand left there from Ben Fischer.
Just getting through the guard at the moment is Ben Fischer.
William Priest punching out some good fighters up there at Street Alert Muay Thai in Wagga. Of course, Blake will have the benefit of moving around with the Sheen machine, Aaron Sheeny, but some big hands there from Ben Fischer. An 8 count looked like a big left hook right into the midsection there from Ben Fischer.
It's all over.
It's all over.
The theatrics of the count wasn't enough, and it's straight to the all over.
There you go, mate. TKO win. 1 minute 7 seconds into the first round. to Benny Fischer, Blake Foster still on the canvas.
Not pre-say we're going to have an exciting fight.
You did say that, mate, but
I call a knockout exciting.
A big TKO win there to Benny Fischer. Full credit to Blake Foster. Big thanks to Plaster Wholesalers.
Or the Plaster Warehouse.
Or the Plaster Warehouse.
I think it's Plaster Warehouse.
Want to get plastered? Go down and see the boys at Plaster Wholesalers. Plaster Warehouse.
Great place to go. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Anderson puts a stop to this contest. 1 minute and 7 seconds in the first round. The automatic TKO, Ben Fischer.
There you go, making it official is Perry Cale. Ben Fischer, your winner by TKO 1 minute and 7 seconds into the very first round. A big thank you to the people at Plaster Warehouse. Fight number 10 at Total Impact. We now head to bout number 11.
Alright folks, introducing first from the blue corner, this contest proudly brought to you by Reunion Bar. Introducing first from the blue corner, weighing at 68 kilograms, Hamad Shriffi. And his opponent weighing in at 67.4 kilograms, Mesut Altonsoy.
Check here, mate.
Bushy, I tell you what, we are now joined finally by Mark the Hammer Cassidy. He's rocked up fight 11.
The Hammer is in the house,
Hammer,
mate. The former
it's Hammer time at Westend
Australian
Market.
Cruiserweight champion.
Oh, gentlemen, it's a pleasure to be here, and even though you've already polished off the lamb shanks, saved nothing for me.
Mate, that's what happens, mate.
Well, they invite me only after the meals have been dished out, so it's good.
Mate, we heard you went out for dinner anyway. Obviously, you don't like the meals out here at the West End.
I came just for that.
You came for the shanks, you stay for the fights.
That's it.
Here we go, mate. Bout 11, proudly brought to you by the Reunion Bar. Fighting in the blue corner, Hamad Shriffi, trained by Hisham out of Inter Fitness in Noble Park. 1 fight for 1 win, taking on Mesut
Altonsoy.
Altonsoy, trained by Camille Youseff out of Killer K Fight Club in Roxburgh Park. 1 fight for 1 draw. This one is kickboxing rules. 67 kilo weight division. I'm expecting fireworks in the centre ring, mate.
And I think you're going to see a fair amount of flashy kicking, because Mesut, I'm sure, is capable of throwing out some nice high kicks. Hamad in turn the same.
I'm just hoping for a knockout. I want to be honest.
Oh, big hands there from Hamad Shriffi already. Good left there from Mesut. Mesut's got the red shin guards on, both boys fighting with black trunks. 3 2-minute rounds, referee Jeff Eddy.
Mesut, the southpaw, is making the job a little bit harder for Hamad.
I just like that.
Nice turning heel kick, beautifully done.
And Hamad was just calling Mesut on, which is good to see in centre ring.
It's good to see Mesut sporting the Nike tie pants. Good to see Nike getting into the world of sports, kickboxing.
We're straight into the soccer game tomorrow.
He's come straight from indoor soccer.
He's come from indoor soccer. Nice skip up push kick. Hamad again taking the inside thigh, switching through. Big right hand, uppercut combination. He's got to the round kick.
Some good rangy punches on him, Hamad, but just the way he sets himself.
Both boys exchanging there in the blue corner.
Into the thigh again. Needs to just not crowd himself. He has some great range, some good kicking skills, but he needs to be at kicking range and not rushing forward, so he can give his legs that room to work.
Yeah, he did exactly that over in the corner there. Hamad just sort of rushed in.
If he stays back and just lets those long legs work, I think he'll get some good results. Oh, nice straight right hand. Beautifully done. Straight down the tube.
End of round 1, proudly brought to you by Reunion Bar.
As promised, an exciting first round, proudly brought to you by Reunion Bar. Hamad Shriffi, Mesut Altonsoy.
Only the first round maybe going the way of Hamad. in the blue corner.
Marcin Rustani, the Commonwealth champion, versus the world champion Stone Cold Steve Moxon.
So round 2 proudly brought to you by the reunion bar. Hamad Shriffi out of the blue corner, trained by Fischer at Inter Fitness in Noble Park. I think a new gym out there in Noble Park, Hammer.
Yeah, it certainly is. Another gym in Noble Park. Just what Noble Park needs.
Keep the boys off the street, mate.
Keep the boys from fighting at the front of the shops.
They've got to have a gym on every corner in Noble Park and Dandenong. There's that much demand.
Keeps them off the street and out of McDonald's and Blockbuster Video.
away from Bob Jones.
That was Oakley, mate. That was Oakley.
That's because they got bored in Dandenong. They had to travel up the Princess Highway a bit.
It's the next
looking
train
for some action.
stop. We went down the train line.
Next stop, Chadston.
Well, good left hand there from Mesut.
One thing from the boys into fitness, they love to fight. They always come in for a good fight, and they've got a very vocal crowd behind them as well.
Well, Hamad, I'd give the first round to him, certainly. And once again, stalking
Nice
forward.
inside leg kick there by Hamad.
Using his reach well, too, Hamad.
Really well put together, too.
Mesut showing a lot of heart, but Hamad Shriffi just constant pressure and on the front foot.
And just got word that Hamad came off a great game at indoor soccer, scored 2 goals.
By the super kick. They call him super kick. Just employs it anywhere. Once again, stalking forward, Hamad. Big right hand.
That lead leg of Mesut too. He's starting to just feel a little bit tender on that. He's a little bit ginger. Hamad's just been working away at that inside lead leg.
Again, circling around Mesut. Staying away from the right leg of Hamad, which is clever tactics. But he needs to initiate some attacks. At the moment, he's very much on the back foot.
The defense, the whole fight's over, hasn't he?
Good lateral movement, but he needs to go in and initiate. Probably keep the pressure up and keep it in the hand range, I'd say.
So far on the cards, Hamad has his fight.
Hamad's just got to look like, as Mesut's just circling off, Hamad, as you said, Hamad's just got to look at cutting off the angle.
And definitely the southpaw needs to throw the left hand a lot more. Lobbing and weaving, nicely done from Mesut, but Hamad keeping the pressure on constantly, and probably another round in the bag for Hamad Shriffi.
Looking very comfortable in centre ring is Hamad.
John Sheeder, Joe DeMcCauley, total impact.
It's been big so far, mate. 11 fights we're into. We've had 2
It's
demonstration
been so
bouts
big
as
with the
well.
call and the big guns get the hammer down. We couldn't do it by ourselves. This is huge.
Come on, guys, this is where it all started off for me. I'll have you know.
A long, long time ago, I remember those days. I'd be leading out the fighters as a young'un, and you and the voice would be commentating at the Westend Market Hotel right here in this very...
The voice now working on a documentary with Stone Cold Steve Austin in Vegas.
He's now changed also to AXN, the AXN channel as well.
Yeah, he's certainly keeping active. A long way from the western suburbs. But you know what? I like to be right here. Where it's all at. Grassroots, that's me. Once again, we see Hamad stalking forward. They lock up. Mesut on the back foot, backing into the ropes, looking for the counter shot. But Hamad giving him absolutely no room to work. Bolo left. And the busy Hamad Shriffi still keeping control of this one.
Yeah, really impressed with the work rate of both boys too. Hamad just...
Mesut got through with a sneaky left hand, but nothing too much to worry Hamad Shriffi.
Bit of a headlock there. Not
Big
allowed under kickboxing rules.
No?
No.
It is Noble Park though.
Some big hands there from Hamad. Mesut just trying to get out of the neutral corner right above us.
A big thank you to the reunion.
Right hand, right leg combination from Hamad Shriffi. Opening up now, again he goes forward. Falls into the clinch, landing some big shots, Shriffi. Big left hand of his own, Mesut.
Yeah, Mesut just hasn't really had the answers tonight here, Hammer.
Trying to let that big left go, but it's just not phasing Shriffi at all.
He wants to give him a noogie at the back of the head there. Just motion for it. Dare I say, he has been terrific as Hamad.
Big thank you to the boys of the reunion bar, and Johnny DeMcCauley is pulling out the one-liners yet again.
Big thank you to the man from Reunion Bar. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the judges' scorecard, big round of applause to both fighters. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard. It is a split decision. Matt Tyne had a 29-28 red corner. Chris Anderson Jr. and Ignatius Bissolides had a 30-27 as well. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by split decision, blue corner, Almond Shriffi.
There you go. Big win there to Hamad Shriffi over Mesut Altonsoy, but full credit to both fighters. Big thank you to the reunion bar, but big win there to Hamad Shriffi.
Mesut Altonsoy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, bout number 12 of the evening, Total Impact live from the Westend Market Hotel. Proudly brought to you by Ultimate Promotions. Our next contest, 3 2-minute rounds, K1 rules, proudly brought to you by Metro Printing. Introducing first in the blue corner, David Hadley. His opponent weighing in at 85.6 kilograms. Please welcome Shannon Genghis Khan.
This is modified new tires. Let's speak for him as well. Modified new tires. No elbows. If you grab the leg, do your stuff.
Here we go, boys. Bout number 12, Total Impact. David Hadley, the Spider Monkey, fighting out of the Blasters Muay Thai, taking on Savage Shannon Khan out of Barbarians Muay Thai. What a well put together sportsman this bloke is.
Mate, I know the boys from Athletes with Attitude get behind the boys at Barbarian Muay Thai, but he is one mean unit, is Shannon Khan, the tattooist from Barbarians
He's an
Muay Thai.
angry looking bloke. What do you reckon, Hammer?
Shannon Khan. Get on the protein.
Trained by Dave Ashmore and Crew Dip.
Wow.
But the Spider Monkey trained by Benny the Blaster Hamilton.
Well, Benny Hamilton been around forever and a day. Actually used to compete against the Blaster in the old tournaments. Going way back. The boys are mixing it up early.
Tell you what, don't take anything away from the Spider Monkey. Oh! Big right hand there from Shannon Khan, but the Spider Monkey.
Khan flash knockdown on Hadley. Beautifully done.
6,
off the backhand.
7, 8.
An imposing figure across the ring there.
Making his debut here tonight is Shannon Khan. Looks very composed in centre ring though.
Needs to keep the chin down. Nice catch and almost a counter from Khan. Hanley keeping the pressure on.
Last time the Spider Monkey fought here at the Westend Hotel, I think his opponent popped his shoulder in the first round.
The Spider Monkey. One of the most interesting ring names I've ever heard.
I once knew a bloke in a Spider Monkey in a video I once watched.
This one's modified Thai rules. Chris Anderson's just called up Shannon Khan for catching a kick.
Yes, interesting. I suppose that's has a tendency of happening when there's so many different rule changes on the card. The centre referees need to be well briefed before they look over.
Shannon needs to bring his
the
chin
pipe.
down. He's fighting his head very high up, and he's going to get caught with punches. Every time actually he throws a punch and he catches Hadley, and he gets through nicely, but he needs to get his chin down. Let's keep his chin down.
So I've got to say big thank you to Metro Printing getting behind this one.
Oh, nice switch head kick there. Hadley needs to stick to the basics, I believe, especially against such a strong fighter as Khan. He's going to walk through the flashy stuff and keep the pressure on. Needs to keep his chin down, hands up. Get his back right behind the punches. He's got a lot of power, obviously, Khan.
Big hands there from the Spider Monkey. I'll tell you what, I reckon the crowd's enjoying this too. You got a guy that looks like a machine in centre ring, and the Spider Monkey's taking to him. I think that's what's turning the crowd on here.
Spider Monkey Man coming back well at the end of the first round.
Heading into round number 2, as that first round went on, I tell you what, David Hadley got the upper hand at the end of that round and fought.
Yeah, 10-8 to Shannon Khan, obviously on that 8 count, but the Spider Monkey.
Right hand.
Oh, another 8 count.
little bit untidy on the balk right hand. Letty has his guard down. Paid the ultimate price, did Hadley.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Tell you what, Metro Printing getting their money's worth on this one, mate. That's 2 knockdowns in 2 rounds going the way of Shannon Cain. Giving himself a fight named Savage, Shannon Cain.
They tangle. In the clinch, you'd have to think that Cain would have the strength advantage, but Hadley's got some good skills.
Well, mate, Hadley's probably had to throw Benny Blaster Hamilton around up there in Auburn, and that's no mean feat.
You need a forklift to do that. Slapping right hand, and again,
hits him again.
Down goes Hadley.
Referee Chris Anderson just having a look over here to see where the count's at.
There's wobbly on his feet. Hadley.
It's 2-8 counts to the savage man Shannon Cain here in centre ring.
He's got his tail up as Shannon Cain.
Once again looking for the big right hand. Through the guard, uppercut, left hook. That is all over.
Waved off by referee Chris Anderson. A big TKO win there to the savage Shannon Cain over the Spider Monkey.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Anderson puts a stop to this contest 1 minute and 23 seconds into the second round. Give it a TKO, Shannon Genghis Cain. Bout number 13 is upon us. Our Total Impact live from the Westend Market Hotel. Proudly brought to you by Ultimate Promotions. Our next contest, ladies and gentlemen, Battle of the Big Boys. Introducing first from the blue corner, Dave Raynor. And his opponent, originally from the Northern Territory in Darwin, now residing in the western suburbs of Melbourne, Deer Park. Please welcome the mixed up, Jono Almond. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bout number 13 of the evening. 3x2 rounds, 92 kilogram weight division. Modified tie rules. Proudly brought to you by Premier Insurance Advisors. When the action begins, our referee in charge of this contest is Mr. Chris Anderson. Firstly, to my left, fighting out of the blue corner. Trained by Nick Lunn for the Fight and Fitness Centre. Official weight, 91 kilograms even. Standing 6 feet 2 inches tall. Tonight, wearing the blue shorts with a yellow and white trim. Fighting out of Lilydale, 5 fights for 3 wins. This is the House of Pain, Dave Raynor. And his opponent to my right, fighting out of the red corner, trained by Ash Appleby from Team Ultimate. Official weight, 92 kilograms even. Standing 6 feet 6 inches tall. Tonight, wearing the black shorts with the red trim. He has a fight record of 4 fights for 3 wins, 2 by way of knockout. Originally from the Northern Territory in Darwin, now residing in Deer Park. Please welcome the mixed nut, Jono Almond.
Fight number 13, boys. The crazy nut, Jono Almond, taking on Dave Raynor. The House of Pain, Nick Lunn, taking on the boys at Team Ultimate, Hoppers Crossing. This should be a very entertaining fight.
It certainly will be. Jono Almond, very unorthodox, but always certainly puts on a good show when it comes to the fight.
Yeah, he just loves living life, doesn't he, Jono Almond?
Certainly does.
Proudly brought to you by Premier Insurance Advisors.
So Jono's had 4 fights for 3 wins, and Dave Raynor's had 5 fights for 3 wins, so fairly evenly matched. Modified tie rules, 3 2-minute rounds.
Dave Raynor, the southpaw, Almond orthodox, nice push kick.
Talking to Jono before the fight, he said he wants to keep him on the outside and work his height to his advantage.
Certainly, it's going to be the boxer versus the kicker here, I'd say. Almond more intent on using his kicks and his knees.
Oh, good step
Oh,
up knee
nice
there
step
from
through
Jono.
knee.
He finished his last fight off after coming from 2 rounds down to end the fight with a big jump knee. He attempted that jump knee about 54 times, I reckon, but he finally got it.
Out there at Werribee, big loading up those kicks is Jono Armour.
I'll tell you what, Jono, he trains his heart out. He's a big man with a big resolve, and he certainly gets in the gym and puts in the long hours and the hard work. So,
Mate, 6'6", 92 kilos, and he's fairly ripped, which is good to see.
he's fairly lean, loading up on those kicks. He's going to have to watch the hands of Dave Raynor, because Raynor, coming out of Nick Lund's gym, they're usually fairly well schooled in the hand department, being a southpaw as well. Nice catch and takedown, just tips him over. There's Jono. Big jump knee, a little bit untidy, nevertheless.
Tell you what, mate, at
Back to his feet.
6'6" here at the Westend Entertainment Hotel, mate, he wouldn't want to be jumping too high. He'll go through the roof.
It's going to hit a subwoofer. Attempted knee.
The scary thing is this roof's considerably higher than the venue of Rumble in the Jungle.
Mate, Rumble in the Jungle, if he put his hand up, held his hand up as a winner, mate, he would touch the roof.
Straight right, Raynor comes back with a 1-2 through the guard. Arm and
good
knee
move.
up into the rib cage. Again, Raynor with the hook around the guard.
Oh, Armour with a left hook of his own.
Needs to be careful to hit to the front of the head, not around to the back. Nice round kick up high.
Tell you what, he's showing some good flexibility, is Jono.
So he is. He needs to start to chop away at the legs. I think he's wasting a lot of energy going for the head constantly. Jump knee from the big man.
Looking for the highlight reels, mate, with the big jumping knees.
And at round number 1, proudly brought to you by Premier Insurance Advisors. An exciting first round. The crazy nut, Jono Armond. Heading into round number 3 as I'm joined by Bushy. Round number 2.
Round number 2, mate, you're jumping ahead of yourself.
Jumping knee again from Armond. He needs to be careful he doesn't become predictable.
I was just going to say that, Hammer.
He'll jump straight into a right hand.
He was doing that out at Werribee. How many times?
I'd said it was 55th time lucky for him in that fight.
I'll tell you what, he's got to be fit to be able to haul around that much weight and get it that high in the air. So it shows the hard work. Nice straight right, back to basics. That's where he's got to be, Armond.
Oh,
nice body kick.
Nice body kick.
And they'll throw a bit of water on the canvas. I think it's a little slippery. Tried for the step through knee. Armond.
Tell you what, Dave Raynor's not looking phased at all. Every time Jono's coming at him, he's just sort of holding his ground.
He's looking to launch that straight left on the jump, I'd say. He just needs to time it. And Jono in turn got his guard up nice and high. Nice parry and counter. Beautifully done. He's scoring well. Remove the target and again low kick. Starting to chop away at the legs. Raynor comes back with a straight punching. Armond up against the rope. Looks to chamber the knee, but Raynor keeping the pressure on with the hands.
Oh!
Big bombs! Big bombs!
Oh! Big hands there, Dr. Peter Lewis in.
He was knocked out in the first punch.
Hammer, you said that to Dave Raynor. It's the boxer versus the kicker, and mate, big hands there from Dave Raynor. Jono Armond out, as you said, Johnny Demicoli. First punch when he wore about 3 more.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Anderson puts a stop to this contest. 1 minute and 2 seconds into the second round. Your winner by TKO, the House of Pain, Dave Raynor.
There you go, big KO into Dave Raynor, the House of Pain, trained by Nick Lund. Jono Armond, and he's back on his feet again. Action-packed, super heavyweight fight there, but big thank you to Premier Insurance Advisors.
Round number 14 of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Proudly brought to you by ACD Security and DeMarco Lawyers. Introducing first from the blue corner, Ben Meadows.
Should've stood shit in. He would think of what he didn't if I kept slipping. Won't be an ass.
And his opponent. An early Ramadan present, ladies and gentlemen, as of July 15. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of Meadows, in wrestler, Raji Abbas. Round number 14 of the evening, Total Impact, proudly brought to you by ACG Security and DeMarco Lawyers. And it is the IKBF Kickboxing Australian title. When the action begins, our referee in charge, ladies and gentlemen, is Mr. Chris Anderson. Firstly, Tim Allen fighting out of the blue corner, trained by Tim Drury from Fight 108 Muay Thai. Official weight 74.5 kilograms, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall. Tonight wearing the blue shorts with a white trim, fighting out of the Central Coast. 6 fights, 3 wins, 1 by way of knockout. Please welcome Ben Ballistic Meadows. And his opponent to my right, fighting out of the red corner, trained by Jamal Hassan and Ezra Calorie from the OTC Kickboxing. Official weight, 73.65 kilograms, standing 5 feet 6 inches tall. Tonight we're in the red shorts with a white trim. He has a fight record of 6 fights, 5 wins, 3 by way of knockout. Fighting out of Broadmeadows, please welcome the aggressor, Raji Abbas. Fighters to center ring, please, for final instructions.
Here you go, boys. The IKBF Australian title 5 2-minute rounds kickboxing rules. The aggressor, Raji Abbas, trained by Jamal Hassan, Ezra Akari from OTC, looking resplendent in their red and white.
Yes, and taking on Ballistic Ben Meadows out of Fight 108 in the Central Coast. Did the crowd just not go wild in that opening for Raji Abbas?
Tell you what I'm worried about. If Raji gets the win here, just watch your backs, guys. There's about 50 of Raji's supporters behind us. They'll be climbing over the top of us to get in the ring.
I think it'd be safe to join the celebration.
Yes, I'm a fan. I'm on Team Raji.
Benny Meadows, 7 fights for 3 wins, trained by Tim Drury.
Benny Meadows, sorry son, you're on your own.
This fight proudly brought to you by ACG Security and DeMarco Lawyers, predicting fireworks.
Seconds out, round one.
And Ballistic Benny Meadows.
Benny Meadows is here to fight. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
So Ballistic Benny Meadows, he's got 2 boys at home wanting to bring the belt home.
Big bombs from Abbas.
That's my boy Abbas.
The punch just went straight up the top.
And I tell you what, Ballistic Benny Meadows is standing there smiling in centre ring. He's loving this.
Benny Meadows is certainly here to fight.
This one's 5 2-minute rounds. I can't see this one going 5 rounds.
Tell you what, either that or they're going to gas out and fade to a bit of a slow stroll.
So we've got some very vocal supporters on the other side as well.
Maybe someone wants to tell them not to bang the ring. Not me, but someone.
Someone that's not us. Someone to pass on the message. Didn't come from any of the commentary team. Wow. Big supporting credit for Raji Abbas.
Big Abbas. Abbas has certainly got a lot of people behind him.
I can guarantee right now Johnny Sheed is thinking of his next opponent for the next show.
Turning heel kick Benny Meadows.
Oh! Big right hand, knocked the mouth guard right out.
The DJ's already started the music.
It's all
over. He's called it. As the ring is stormed, I will climb under the ring.
How do you do? Raji Abbas. Mouth guard from Benny Meadows went flying into the second row.
IKBF Australian title going back to OTC. Raji Abbas.
Raji Abbas, celebration time.
That's my boy Raji Abbas. We are biggest fans.
I tell you what, there's going to be no one working at the Ford factory tomorrow. You're going to be celebrating.
It's time off at the Ford factory.
Big night in Broadmeadows tonight.
That was Hammer's joke, in case you're wondering, supporters watching this on DVD at home.
Raji Abbas. Well, I'll tell you what, he's turned it on his head. And what a great effort. With the big bombing.
I tell you what, the DJ had his finger on the button.
Security, thank you. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Anderson puts a stop to this contest. 1 minute and 12 seconds into the first round. Your winner by knockout and new IKBF Australian champion, the aggressor, Raji Abbas.
There you go, Raji Abbas, the new Australian IKBF kickboxing champion.
My boy Raji Abbas, a big fan. I predicted it.
Mate, you wouldn't want to say anything else, but I tell you what, his action pack is the aggressor, Raji Abbas, but full credit to Benny Meadows.
A big win, a big crowd. I can guarantee he'll be back on Team Ultimate shows for years to come.
Mate, packing him in is Raji Abbas.
gentlemen, bout number 15, semi-main event of the evening. Introducing first from the blue corner, fighting out of Brisbane, Daniel NTG.
Given to the mother of the deceased, awaken that war, so I'm resting in peace. You going over niggas' heads, Lou. They telling me that they'll feel you.
And his opponent, fighting out of Geelong, please welcome the AK-47, Chris Bradford. Ladies and gentlemen, Total Impact semi-main event of the evening, live from the Westend Market Hotel. 5 rounds, 81 kilogram weight division, and it is for the IKBF Australian Muay Thai title. And for the first time this evening, spinning back fists and elbows are allowed. Proudly brought to you by Quest Environments, Intrax and Watersun Homes. And when the experience our referee in charge is Mr. Ignatius Miscellanies. Firstly to my left, fighting out of the blue corner, trained by Soren Mongontong and Nugget McNaught from Nugget's Gym. Official weight 80.3 kilograms, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall. Tonight, we're in the all-blue fight shorts. Fighting out of Brisbane, he has a fight record of 8 fights, 4 wins, 2 by way of knockout. Please welcome Daniel NTG. And his opponent to my right, fighting out of the red corner, training out of top-tier Muay Thai. Official weight, 81 kilograms, even. Standing 6 feet 1 inches tall. Tonight, we're in the black shorts with a silver trim. He has a fight record of 11 fights, 7 wins, 4 by way of knockout. Representing Geelong, please welcome the AK-47, Chris Bradford. Dr. Almond, come and see the doctor. Thank you, Dr. Almond.
Semi-main event, Quest Environments, Watersun Homes, Construct.
IKBF Australian title on the line, up for grabs.
Bit of bling. Is it going to go back to Queensland, up to NTG and join the trophy cabinet up there, or is it going back down to top tier in Geelong? Haven't seen Daniel fighting, but if he's coming out of Nuggets...
This bout proudly brought to you by Quest Environments.
So Chris Bradford already holds the IKBF South Pacific
Muay Thai title on the line.
He holds the South Pacific title, IKBF, trying to add the Australian title to his collection.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go.
This fight scheduled 5.
Ready?
2-minute rounds.
Let's go.
Ignatius in charge.
Seconds out, round 1.
Here we go. Strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen. The elbows will fly from Chris Bradford. Big thanks to Paris from Paris Productions, the best DVD producer in the country, bar none. Keep an eye out on Fight Sports, Foxtel Aurora, Channel 183. Paris bringing his shows from right across the country.
Oh, big leg kicks from Bradford. Superb skills. Chris Bradford, really a well put together athlete, and I use that word.
Yeah, mate, spends a lot of time in Thailand.
Yeah, he's just a true professional athlete, Bradford.
Mate, 35 years of age.
Nice step through right, short left.
I know we used to jokingly say he's the Soren Monconton of Victoria. He looks very much like Soren.
Daniel NTG showing no respect and eager to get it on. Keeps the pressure on Bradford. Low leg kick.
The elbow.
Barrels into the corner now. Into the clinch they go. Bradford tight guard, working the knees.
Beautiful knees there from Bradford.
Locking down. Looking to control the elbows. Under grapple. Side knee guard from Bradford thrown on.
The hammer of his vantage point under the white corner post. Prime position.
Dropping down with elbow.
Of course, Quest Environment's getting behind this event. Also sponsors of top tier Muay Thai down there in Geelong.
Also big sponsors of Evolution up in Queensland.
Big
And
thanks to
Boone
Darren
Gear
Hull.
now. The boys from Quest, along with Chris Bradford, representing Boone in Australia. Great equipment, great fighting gear, Boone equipment. If you've not tried it, check it out. Oh, overhand right, come dangerously close there from Daniel.
Nice knee there from Chris Bradford.
Daniel certainly showing no respect. Bradford with the height and reach advantage. Into the clinch they go. Downward elbow, chipping away at the collarbone is Bradford.
What an exciting first round.
Good first round there. Both boys loading up with everything in that first round.
Intrax and Quest Environments.
So round 2 proudly brought to you by Intrax, Quest Environments, Watersun Homes. AK-47, Chris Bradford taking on Daniel NTG.
Nice 1-2 from Bradford, straight down the tube. Daniel NTG, tough as you like. Stands there and looks the counter strike, comes in with a hook low leg kick. In they go to the clinch. Jostling for position and head control. Knee for knee, low knees from NTG. Bradford getting the high guard. Knee to the face. Locks down and they will be broken. Ignatius Missilides keeping the action flowing, which is what we like to see.
Tell you what, Hammer, it's not stopping Daniel though. He's not phased at all, just walking forward.
Needs to start checking those low kicks, however. It's certainly going to slow his movement down if he doesn't. Daniel NTG. Bradford looking for the step through elbow.
Attempted step up elbow there from Daniel NTG as well.
Bradford again with a knee guard. They lock up looking for head control. Knees underneath. To the legs goes NTG. Rib cage goes Bradford. 3 to the ribs from Bradford. Nicely done.
So Chris Bradford's working those elbows in close as well.
Look for the step through low kick. Changed his thought process. Which push kick from Daniel NTG. Not phased at all. Needs to, I think, use his hands a lot more. He doesn't want to get into a kicking war with Bradford, as he's very proficient with the legs.
Bradford looking for a takedown there, doesn't quite get it.
Look for the step through knee. Bradford gave it up.
I think Chris is just coming off a trip to Thailand. He had a couple of fights in about a week.
Straight through the middle, jumping knee, Bradford.
Tell you what, he's a credit to his trainers over in Thailand, but a credit to his gym as well. Hammer, Top Tier Muay Thai. He's the head trainer down there, the owner of Top Tier, and he just wants to set an example for his students, and he does a sensational job.
Let me tell you though, Johnny. You know what? When you're as conditioned as he is, there's only one person that can do it, and that's yourself. You can have the best trainers in the world, but if you don't have good resolve and you don't have good discipline, you're never going to get the results. A fighter is only as good as his own resolve, and Bradford's showing what he's got and the type of work he puts into his training.
Yeah, leading by example, and of course he's just gone full time down there at Top Tier Muay Thai, so he's making a living out of his gym.
Thank you there to Marco Lawyers, ACG Security, Quest Environments, Intrax and Watersun Homes.
So round 3, IKBF Australian title up for grabs.
Proudly brought to you by Quest Environments, Watersun Homes and Intrax.
Oh, catch the knee and take down NTG. New strategy for him. Switch through knee to the body. Bradford going for the elbows. Turn and take down from Bradford.
Good control on the grapple there from Chris Bradford.
Powerful athlete is Chris Bradford. Coming with a nice right knee to the solar plexus. Another one.
Yeah, and
then an elbow.
Beautiful step up elbow.
Body lock there from Daniel NTG. Tough competitor, tough boy. Bradford physically bigger than NTG, but nevertheless he's bringing it on strong. He needs to work his hands a lot more, I feel. Kick for kick they go to the thigh. Step. Beautiful round kick, Bradford.
That's been a good check there from Daniel NTG. Oh, he was setting up for his
spinning elbow. I think we're going to see a little bit of spinning elbow action about to happen.
I think actually going for the little elbow uppercut that he threw at Warrior's Way. It was
Mate, I think he threw every elbow in
there
the ball.
You go.
Oh,
and again into the body.
Nice
Bradford into the body again.
Yeah, mate, Chris Bradford, he's thrown every elbow in the book at Warrior's Way, and he created a few of his own.
He creates a few of his own.
And welcome, Dr. Peter Lewis.
He also created a bit of a backlog in the back changing room to Dr. Peter Lewis as well. That bloke was cut open. About, I don't know how many stitches he had in his head. Lots was the count.
Tell you what, Daniel Valisaga, mate, he's holding his own there in centre ring.
Gets to the takedown on Bradford, catches the leg kick. Mostly you see fighters catch the body kick. NTG catching the low leg kick, scooped it up nicely. Jab for jab they go, 1-2.
Two got through there.
Chop of the leg, again catches it. Bradford keeps his vertical base, step through knee to the body, 2. Goes for the 3. Bang, beautiful way to end the round for Bradford.
Some big driving knees there, and Daniel was uncomfortable. He was trying to catch those knees as they were coming through
3 down,
and
2
cover up.
goes. The new AKBF Australian Muay Thai champion. The penultimate round, round 4.
Interesting contrast in between corners. Daniel NTG standing up, looking very composed. Chris Bradford just sitting down. Oh, big knee there from Chris Bradford.
Again, going to work with those knees, and that is obviously going to be Bradford's strategy. Just lock on the Daniel and Ragdoll, go for the knee strikes.
That's where he looks like he's most dangerous, doesn't he, so far in this fight?
Just strong, he's strong in the clinch. Went for the overhand elbow into the knee to the body.
Of course, Chrissy Bradford and top tier Muay Thai took young Paddy Richards up to the Boone Shoe Cup, fought on the undercard in the cage. Did Paddy Richards and came home with a big KO win from top tier Muay Thai. So they're starting to get some recognition around the country as well, the boys at top tier.
Bradford now the 1-2 knee, bang, he goes into the rib cage.
Oh, jumping elbow.
I tell you what, how tough is Daniel NTG though? Unless a fighter would have certainly folded. This young man is keeping the challenges are coming to Bradford. In they go to the blue corner. Bradford knee to the body. Ignatius Missilides will separate them.
Ignatius just wore one in the rib cage as well.
Oh, he's tough, Nash. He'll take it.
He's been around.
Come back
He's been
swinging.
doing this since he was 10 years old, Nash. Got through the guard there with nice left.
So a bit of
jab.
swelling appearing under the left eye of Chris Bradford though.
Then catching the round kick.
Tell you what,
NTG.
they breed him tough at NTG up there in Queensland. And,
Well, he'd be sparring the likes of Cedric and a heap of other of the big fellas there. So you can bet that there's not too many fighters that could stand in front of Daniel and worry him after the sparring and be going on down at Nuggets.
oh, he catches him with a nice left hand there.
Straight left, catches the low kick. Chops the supporting leg.
Chris has just got a tendency now as he's coming in to load up these kicks, he's dropping his hands down low.
Well, certainly this Daniel looking a little better in this round.
Definitely.
Big attempt at jumping elbow right on the bell there from the AK-47. Big round 4 to both boys.
End of round 4. 1 to go.
1 to go, mate.
Big thing in the Crest Environments and Waterson Homes and in tracks. Both corners getting their chargers ready for the 5th and final round as they get ready for action. This one's scheduled 5, IKBF Australian title on the line.
5th and final round.
Big thanks to Quest Environments, Waterson Homes in tracks, getting on this semi-main event of the evening.
Oh, this is now the elbow.
Tell you what, really impressed with Daniel Valasaga, Daniel NTG. He's done well. Chris Bradford normally slices open his opponents.
He hasn't had a chance to so far. I think Daniel's been very evasive.
Tell you what, he's a great young prospect, Daniel. Oh, big knee to the face. Stepped right through. Fires back, Daniel. With a perfectly executed knee to the face from Bradford. Stunned him momentarily, but what a warrior. Daniel NTG come back strong.
I reckon Chris Bradford must be thinking, what do I have to do to rattle this boy?
Bradford now changing stance.
You can see Chris is
Oh, spinning elbow.
Chris is just wanting to get in now, lock up on the grapple, that's his game.
Locking the body lock from Daniel NTG. Throws Bradford and finishes with a leg kick.
It's good work there from Daniel NTG.
He is not done yet. Daniel NTG chops away the leg. Spinning back elbow, Bradford.
Chris is looking for something for the highlight reel here.
Final 30 seconds.
Daniel goes spinning back in the zone, doesn't get through. Chris catching 2 left, right, dumping elbow, doesn't quite connect.
Into the rib cage, Bradford again. That's 2 to the ribs. Well, drilling for lung with that knee, Bradford.
Oh,
Jumping knee.
That caught Daniel flush on the chin.
But Daniel caught him with a right hand at the same time.
He just kept coming.
He has an ironclad jaw, Daniel NTG. Chops away the leg kick for leg kick. What a wall!
What a great semi-main event here in Total Impact.
Sensational fight from both boys.
Quest
Big thanks, Quest Environments, Waterson Homes in tracks. This will go to the judges. Chris Anderson Jr. and Matty Tyne.
Chris Anderson had it 48-47. Matt Tyne had it 50-47, and Chris Anderson Jr. had it 49-46. For your winner, red corner, the AK-47, Chris Bradford!
There you go, Chrissy Bradford adding the Australian title to his South Pacific title. Unanimous points decision, but full credit to Daniel NTG. One tough boy.
Well deserved win there to Chris Bradford. Daniel NTG, well on fire. Great effort down here in Melbourne. But tonight doesn't get the chockies and the bling go the way of Chris AK-47 Bradford.
Full credit, top tier Muay Thai, another belt in the cabinet.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, live from the Westend Market Hotel on Total Impact. This is our main event of the evening. And it is for the IKBF South Pacific Kickboxing title. Introducing first from the blue corner, fighting out of Sydney. They call this man Old School, Amir Range Da!
How good was the fight half with the stop? Like war. I didn't say Barca.
And his opponent, fighting out of Dallas. Please welcome the Ultimate Lion, Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Westend Market Hotel, this is our main event of the evening. Time to separate the men from the boys. Ladies and gentlemen, it's fight time! 5'2" round, 78 kilogram, weight division. It is the IKBF South Pacific Kickboxing title. Proudly brought to you by Kevin Dennis, HSC, and DeMarco Lawyers. Our combat sport board attenders, Bernie Balmer, Scotty Brower, Mal McGuinness, and our VIPs tonight, Andrew Chung and Dr. Peter Hurton. Burke's board secretary and recorder, Mr. Noel Sharp, and our physician at ringside, Dr. Peter Lewis, and our timekeeper, Joanne Falzon. Our judges at ringside, Chris Anderson Jr. and Matt Tyne. And when the action begins, ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge is Mr. Ignatius Michelis. Firstly tonight, fighting out of the blue corner, training out of the Barca Muay Thai with Glenn the Hustler Barragray. Official weight, 77.95 kilograms, standing 5 feet 9 inches tall. Fighting out of Sydney, tonight wearing the all-black fight shorts. Ominous fight record, 25 fights, 22 wins, 5 by way of knockout. Please welcome Amir Old School Rangda! And his opponent to my right, fighting out of the red corner, trained by Jono McCauley from Team Ultimate. Official weight, 77.75 kilograms, standing 5 feet 9 inches tall. Tonight we're in the Everlast white fight shorts. 9 fights, 8 wins, and 1 draw. He is a two-time state champion and a 2-time South Pacific champion. Fighting out of Dallas, Melbourne, Victoria. Please welcome the one, the only, Ultimate Lion, Hakan Hakan! Fighters to center, please, for final instructions.
Here we go, boys. The IKBF South Pacific title. The thrashing machine, the Ottoman Lion, Hakan Tekin.
The crowd is going crazy here in the centre ring at Westend Market Hotel. They're all here to see the Ottoman Lion, Hakan Tekin.
Of course, he's taking on the old school Amir Ramjar, trained by Glenn Badri out of
Barragry.
The Bustler.
Glenn the
Bustler,
Glenn Badagry.
Well, Amir, of course, has spent a long time in Thailand, formerly from Iran, but ran the Sochalada gym in Bangkok. More as a trainer than a fighter, however, so...
25 fights for 22 wins.
Big right, big left there by Harkin checking his hands. Will be the difference in this fight, I'd say.
And he holds on. Amir, certainly kickboxing rules are not going to suit him. Predominantly a Muay Thai fighter. Not being able to clinch and grapple is not going to be comfortable for him at all.
Of course, this one's 5 2-minute rounds and proudly brought to you by Kevin Dennis, HSV and DeMarco Lawyers, main event sponsors.
And a big thank you to our main event sponsors here this evening.
Johnny Sheeter, Team Ultimate Promotions, Total Impact. It's been a huge night here tonight at the West End Hotel.
You see Larkin just stalking Amir. Up goes the head kick.
Oh, big lefts and rights. Still going, left catches, the right catches.
And of course, Harkin coming off a big win in what was a war out at the Werribee Racecourse versus Sot Solomonides.
Sot Solomonides, yeah. Sot, a big hitter himself.
It was an absolute slugfest in centering it.
They just stood there for 5 rounds and just both boys got dropped.
Well, a lot of power, Huck and Tekken, I'd have to say. One of the most powerful 70 kilo fighters definitely in the country. Especially when it comes to the hand department, he could easily turn his skills to pro boxing, I'd say, Tekken, and do quite well.
He won his first pro boxing fight only a couple of months ago on a Fox Sports show.
You can just hear Joe Demicoli calling out to Hucken to use his hands.
Here goes Tekken, just bombing away with those hands.
Tell you what, Ignatius is going to end up taking a point off Amir if he hangs on one more time. Big first round there to Harkin Tekken. But if Amir keeps hanging on, he's going to lose a point.
He certainly will.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, back here, October 19th at the Westend Market Hotel.
Heading to the second round here, our main event here, setting a total impact. Harkin Tekken taking the chocolates in the first round, you'd say.
Yeah, big first round to Harkin.
And certainly Tekken following Joey Demicola's instructions to the letter now, just going in and bombing away with the hands.
And
the point's off.
There's the point off.
You can see it coming, as you said too, Hamad. Kickboxing rules, they don't suit Amir.
I don't reckon Amir's had a kickboxing fight in 15 years.
But he's been warned by Ignatius not to hang on, so you can't say he wasn't warned.
No, certainly, once you take a fight under those rules, you have to fight within the rules. And Amir needs to keep trading with Hucken, but it's just survival instinct from Amir. Here goes Tekken just bombing away. Amir scoots out of the neutral corner. Lots of lateral movement.
Harkin just
walking towards you is a very imposing figure.
It is. It certainly is.
So a big thank you again, DeMarco Lawyers, Kevin Dennis, HSV.
As you said earlier, Hamad, he's one of the most powerful boys at 70 kilos in Australia right now.
I've seen him from his first fight, and even then I had a look at him and I was surely saying that he was an exciting prospect.
He comes from a very good ilk in a fighting family, doesn't he?
Oh, certainly does. And his brother was Erkin Tekken, he was just a wonder of a fighter. And I was lucky enough to commentate a few of his fights as well.
Such a big supporter of his younger brother as well.
Yeah.
Always at ringside, always watching him fight.
Technically very gifted. Technically very gifted was his brother also. Hucken Tekken he's more about brutality, I'd say. Hucken.
Another point being taken off. How many points can you lose in a round, Hammer?
I don't know. We'll find out, I'm sure.
If Harkin gets a knockdown, that'd be a 10-6 round.
Oh! That's going to be a count.
Harkin's not phased.
Exactly.
Harkin's not phased. He's 2 points up already this round.
Yeah.
Amir looking for the big one shot. He needs to throw combinations.
Round 2.
And a bit of a stare down too from Amir in the.
I don't think it's a stare down. I think it's more like, what the hell? That's not a stare down. That's like, what the hell am I fighting?
Main event sponsors, Kevin Dennis, HSV, and Gun Capital.
I am going to go out on a limb here and say this fight will be ended in this round.
Yeah, I reckon Harkin
just putting it out there.
Just putting it out there, throwing it out there.
Round 3.
You heard it first here at the commentary team.
He's just warming up Harkin. He's just been stalking Amir in the second round.
The big 1-2 jab cross plum from Harkin Tekken.
I don't think Amir's worried about losing points.
Tell you what.
You've lost one, you've lost two. What evs?
It's just fighting for survival now.
Referee Ignatius Miscellanes has called it off because Amir was hanging on. Don't think I've ever seen that one before, Hamad, but at the end of the day, your new IKBF South Pacific champion is Huckin' Tekken.
Well, there you go. And I tell you what, Joey DeMcCauley not happy.
Not at all.
I agree. You know, you got to let the fight sort of take a bit of its course. But Ignatius has deemed that Amir was blatantly flaunting the rules, and there's a disqualification. So there it is, Huckin' Tekken.
Nevertheless, it's a win to Harkin, Ottoman Lion Tekken into new IKBF.
I think that was only a matter of time anyway,
Pacific
gentlemen. Don't we agree on that one point?
We all do.
And you did call it the third round, John DeMcCauley.
I
don't think you called it that way.
Conspiracy theory, perhaps ringside, perhaps.
Nostra commentator Damas.
Can't say too much, but there may have been 50s exchanged.
Anyway, big thank you to Johnny Sheeter, Joe DeMcCauley, Team Ultimate Promotions, Total Impact. My name's John Fergus.
I am John DeMcCauley, and we're joined by the former Australian Cruiserweight champion.
We'll just go to the hammer now these days. I think.
The hammer.
The hammer.
I've always wanted to say it, Hammer.
I know, and you did such a good job.
I feel like I'm the voice.
The hammer.
And it's been a pleasure and an absolute highlight of my night to sit here with you gentlemen.
Mate, glad you could finally join us after about 11 fights, but again,
Fantastic.
big thank you to Paris Productions. See you soon on Fight Sports. Thank you and good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ignatius Missilidis puts a stop to this contest at the start of the third round. Your winner by TKO and new IKBF South Pacific Kickboxing Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ottoman Lion, Huckin' Tekken! Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, to old school Amir Ranjar coming all the way from Sydney. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of Total Impact. On behalf of our matchmaker, Joe DeMcCauley, John Sheeter from Team Ultimate Promotions, saying good night from the Westend Market Hotel. My name is Perry Gale, honour and pleasure. Be your master of ceremonies for this evening. See you back here October 19th at the Westend Market Hotel. Please drive safely, everyone, and have a good night, everybody. See you next time.